Okay.
Does it show up on my Facebook too?
What was that?
Does it just show up on my Facebook?
Yeah, it'll just show up on your Facebook page. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
hello everybody. I'm here with Madison. So we're live on both of our accounts. We're just gonna do a quick little introduction. So I'm Haley. I've been a nurse for about 9 years. I'm a mom of a 4-year-old, and I've been doing high ticket sales for almost a year. It'll be 1 year in April.
Yeah, so I'm Madison. I work in finance full time. I have for about 4 years. I'm a daughter, sister, caregiver, friend. Been in high ticket sales for about 9 months. And yeah, it's completely changed my life. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me a little bit about, so you already worked in finance. And then how did you get introduced to, or like what got you interested in starting your high ticket sales business?
Honestly, my mentor Riley, I knew who she was. She was like an acquaintance that I had on social media, and I saw her posting. I can't remember if I DM'd her or if she had DM'd me or something. And I just kind of wasn't giving her the time of day and responding very, very quick or anything. And then, she took me through the process. Like everybody has a process, just like a mortgage lender, a real estate person, whoever.
Yeah.
I booked a call. And then, I don't know, I got busy or something. And I said, oh, can we reschedule or whatever? I wasn't super serious about it. And she's like, yeah, but she only does one reschedule. And I'm like, okay. So then I took myself out of my office, took a lunch break, shoved myself in a room because her mentor only does daytime calls, no nighttime at all, literally 9 to 5 hours pretty much. And then, I watched our masterclass blueprint. I didn't really understand it. I barely remember the call, and I just joined. I don't even know what I did. I just did it.
You just did it. Okay. And so there was an investment portion when you started, but you saw something in that, right? You must have seen something within the call, within the masterclass that triggered you to be yes, this investment is worth it.
Yeah, I should have watched it more than once. I didn't even really understand the masterclass. I was like, what are you selling? I literally had no idea. Yeah, I think just Kat, Riley's mentor at the time, just saying the potential earnings intrigued me, just because I'm very I get facials, I'm getting my Botox next week, I get facials monthly. I like to get my nails done. I like to get my hair done. I do naturopathic health, which costs, multi 4 figures a year. So, I get paid well at my full-time job. Don't get me wrong. But I was serving 2 to 3 shifts a week on top of that and making good money. But in one sale, that could replace my whole month of serving, starting out, and then you just scale. That was the attractive part.
Yeah, for sure. The return on investment is so fast here, right? Literally so fast. So yeah, you invest $15,000 to $17,000, right, into this business because you're, 1, investing into products, 2, you're investing into your ability to sell, right? You are investing in positions they are, what do you want to call that? Franchises, right? So in this business, you can own up to 6 franchises, right? And so that's what you're investing into. And then you get paid back on those franchises, right? As you're getting paid in the business, as you're making sales. And so you can make your entire investment back in just 4 to 5 sales.
Yeah.
4 to 5 sales. Your complete investment is paid off. And everything after that is money in your pocket. That to me just blows my mind. Still. Yeah. Okay. So that is how you got introduced to it, right?
Yeah. I fell in my lap. I don't even know what I did. I pulled it out and I did it, and I had no idea.
Yeah. Okay, that's so funny because I'm kind of the exact opposite. I sat down, I watched that masterclass a bunch of times, 5 times, right? And I was yes, I can do this, right? I can totally do that. And I think like my only questions, I have them like still written down somewhere too, like on a scratch piece of paper from the call that I hopped on with Riley. And like mine were very like business related. Like I just wanted to know like what's the interest rate going to be? Like let's pull open a loan and like what's the interest rate, right? Like tell me a little bit more about this, the distributor IDs. Like I was not questioning like, is this a legit business? Is this a whatever? Like, no, like I was like, tell me the business deeds and like, let's go. Like, let's get started, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've always had the mindset of like, I have multiple investments. Like the one thing I don't have is real estate, but you know, I have 401k, Roth, HSA, a brokerage non-retirement account, other things, like lots of things I diversify. That's how I was able to actually within this business make multi 5 figures last year. And I got to have 100% write-offs because of my tax planning. And that's not me writing off me going to Starbucks. Like that.
No, like
I
legit
didn't nails. I didn't like legit tax write-offs, but that's because I tax strategize with my investments as well.
Yes.
Which is very important. So I've also just, you know, I don't know if anybody knows who like Bethany Frankel is. She was on Real Housewives of New York. She's very big into real estate. She will say this over and over again. The rich move quick, they move fast, they don't think about it, they don't second guess, they don't ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, so exactly. And they know what is worth. They like know what their money is worth, right? Like they're not scared that they're not going to like make it back. You know what I'm saying? Like people in like the middle class and like especially in the Midwest, I feel like where we live, people are so hesitant and so like scared of losing their money, right? They're just attached to it. They want it in the bank. They don't want to give it to the nursing home when they have to go to the nursing home. They don't want to do any of that. They just want to hold it. Well, holding it isn't doing anything for you. It's not gaining interest, right? Okay, you're getting $2 in an entire year of it sitting in the bank, like whoop-de-doo, you know? Like it's not really benefiting you in the long run. Like you could 10x that in 2 to 3 years if you're investing it properly.
Yeah, no, and I see this a lot, especially because I come from a small town of 4,500 people that is primarily farmers. And farmers are the most frugal people, not shitting on farmers if anybody's watching this at all. But I work in the investment world. I have people come into our office every day, say I have X amount of money. I want to invest in the stock market, but I don't want to lose anything. Well, you know what? What have you done your whole career? Farming is 50-50. It could be good. It could be bad, like 100%. So that mindset is also just like a mindset that I've never had. I'm probably the 1% coming from a town of 4,500 people that I've always knew that I wanted something bigger and better. Like I could have gone to Grand Forks. It was 45 minutes away. But that never interested me. And I had family down here and I've been in Fargo now for 9 years. And like, I've watched it like double at least in size. And I've made so many great connections, but like, I've always wanted more. Like I've always known that I've wanted more.
Well, exactly. And like there's nothing wrong with if a person wants to stay where they are. Fine, sure, that's dandy. But not everybody does. But not everybody realizes that there are ways that you can get out of your situation. There are ways that you can grow financially and emotionally and intellectually. Like you don't have to stay there. So I was similar to you. Like I grew up in a very small town. The town I lived in had like 200 people. And I moved also to Grand Forks area. And to me, that was 3 hours away from home. And like, I can't imagine the person that I would be if I would have stayed there. Right? Like just getting out of the small town, opening my mind to more people, more opportunities, right? Like joining this business, I have met people that I would have never met before, had conversations I would have never had, right? Like when we went to California, being in a room with people that literally make $500,000 a month plus, probably more than that. Probably some of them probably make $1 million a month. I don't know. Like they make so much money, but listening to them talk, hearing their advice on things, business and personal life, like really opens your mind to the possibilities of where you can go and where you can be. And like, if you just take a chance at something, right? Just invest in an opportunity, whether it is the stock market, like she's talking, or real estate, or a business like we are doing, right? Like if you invest in something, you're at least doing more than sitting there doing nothing and staying the same that you will always be.
Yeah, and just to like piggyback off the small town mindset, like I know a lot of people that do well in my small town, but a lot of things that people like, they do well, but they got a lot of debt. Let's put it that way. Everyone's keeping up with the Joneses. In the small towns, at least where I'm from, everything needs to be flashy, the cars, the this, the that, the farming and all that. Like I said, not shitting on farming, but that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
I could give two shits rat's ass what I had. I drove my Malibu until I got in a car accident 2 years ago. My 13 fully paid off. No car payments, nothing, because I put more into my investments, and that's a priority to me, versus having a $400, $500, $600, $700 car payment a month.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also another block for people wanting to start this business, I feel like, is them not wanting to post online, or them, what are people going to think of me?
Yes. The what are people going to think is a huge one. That's a huge one.
Honestly, it's one of my favorite things. Going back to my hometown, I don't go out very often, but if people do see me, and they hardly recognize me, or they're almost intimidated because of how well I've done for myself, and I'm not even 30 years old, it's because I got myself out of, I call it bumfuck Grafton, because there's nothing but drugs. It's not, there's more than just drugs. It's terrible. It's terrible, the crime there. But it's just like, I got myself out of that town, and I'm doing better for myself. And people just like envy that. Like they like envision, they want that. But it's like they have a significant other, or they had kids, or they like went back because of a job. And it's like, they want more, but what are people going to say about me? What are people going to think? I don't want to post online. It's like, I could give two shits less.
Well, exactly. And that's like, you kind of just have to leave your ego at the door, right? If you want to make money, right? If you want to make money and do it from home, right? And do it, essentially do it alongside what you're already doing with your life, right? Doing it online is probably the smartest way, right? And like this specific business that we work with has a business model that is insane. Like we just got off of a coaching call tonight where we like went through all the breakdown of the entire compensation plan and like the monthly bonuses, quarterly bonuses, and like it is just mind blowing. Okay. But like we had to leave our ego at the door to get here, right? Like I have to not care what the moms probably think of me at school drop off in the morning. I have to, not think about what they're probably thinking. Like, oh, well, Haley's dropping her off. And then like, what does she do all day? Well, what does she do all day? What? I'm doing yoga in my living room at 9 a.m. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because of this business, it allows me to drop Olivia off and spend my day how I want to with her, right? And only work in the hospital 8 days a month. Like, you can't let your fear of what other people are going to think about you stop you from potentially earning hundreds of thousands of dollars in a pretty short amount of time. Like we have women on our team who have made multiple, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in less than 2 years in this business. Like literally. So it's not that far-fetched. Like it's really not. It's not that far away if you just leave your ego at the door, invest in yourself, and put in the work.
Yeah. And like I said, I feel like the biggest block for people is like the investment part, where it's just like, this is nothing. Like I've had calls recently with people where it's just like, yeah, my car payment's, $400, $500, $700 a month. And Some of them, they're leasing them. They're not even going to own them unless they buy them out. And I'm like, oh, okay. Where I just got in a car accident. I have this 2017 Malibu. It's a Premier, though. It's the top of the line, turbo. I could have paid cash for it, but I didn't because I'm smart with numbers. I know leverage. I know investments. My APR was a little over 5%, and my car payment's $207 a month. So why use my own cash and not leverage the bank? So I put more into my HSA, my Roth IRA, my this, my that. It's so funny to me that people, have this act that everything is great. They have all this stuff, but then behind closed doors, it's really not so great, a lot of it.
Well, exactly. And like, that's kind of like the different mindset between like the middle class and then like the upper class, like the top 1%, like whatever. The middle class is very set on having the flashy things, like you said, like the nice cars, the nice handbags, the things that cost multiple thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, right? For short term, right? Like your car's not going to last you a super long time. Like, let's just be honest, it's not. And like your handbag and like all those things lose value, right? Whereas like you're saying, like you can have a nice car, you can have a decent car, but if you leverage it correctly, if you leverage your money the right way, you save in the long run, if that makes sense. Like then you're having more money with you that you're investing into other things instead of it just all going away, right? Instead of just having that huge car payment every single month, or instead of dropping that whatever on that handbag. Like if you leverage your money correctly, you can invest in other things and then have the money come back to you. It'll come back to you tenfold, right? And like then you can spend the money the right way on things that are going to last a long time. I don't know. I'm tired and my brain is talking in circles, but you kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you're good. I just think it's like funny too, like another thing when it comes to like investing and like people always talk, and this will probably trigger a lot of realtors. I have a lot of realtors on my page, but equity, net worth. Grant Cardone out of his mouth has said that unless it's bringing you in a monthly income, it's a liability.
It's a liability, yes. And I've talked about that on my page too. Like literally your home is only an asset to you the day that you sell it. Like,
or if you're renting it out to somebody.
Yes,
because
or if you're renting it
monthly cash.
But if it is like what you're living in every day and you're paying all those bills, like it's not. No. It's a liability.
It is literally a liability. A car's a liability. A house is a liability. You have your water heater go out. You have to buy a snowblower. You got to buy a for cutting grass. I can't even think of the name.
A lawnmower.
A lawnmower. You have to something goes out. Like it's not bringing you any money. It's
no. And every month you're paying money for the mortgage. Every month you're paying for your insurance. Like it's taking money out of your pocket every single month.
Yes, for just slowly build up some equity, and then you can roll that into another house.
Yeah.
So, but the difference is like the leverage, and like when we talk about it in this business, like doing one sale a month here minus your investment, I've done the math. It's a 218% return on investment. I've literally done the math. Now take out the investment part. I haven't done that math, just doing one sale a month. That's an even higher return. So
like literally. And so here's the thing though, is like we help you get a zero down option to come into the business. We help try to figure out the best way to get you to start this business without taking any money out of your pocket. So like literally, I've been in this business almost an entire year. She's been in, what did you say, like 9 months, something like that. Yeah. Like I have spent $0 out of my pocket on the investment of this business. Like the business pays for itself. You know, like people, like you said, they're scared of the investment portion. Well, everything costs money, whether you want to admit it or not. And so, like, why not leverage the bank's money and invest it in something that, like you said, has a return on investment of if you make one sale every single month, you're getting 200 some percent back, right? Like, invest it in a smart way and like you're going to make bank, right? And sure, money doesn't make you happy, blah, blah, blah. No, but it helps you live the life that you want to live, right? It's the feeling that it gives you to feel secure, to know that your bills are going to be paid, to know that you can go to Target and buy whatever the frick you want and not have to worry about if you have to pay some other bill, right? It allows you to take the vacations that you want, right? Let's say you work the business enough that you're able to cut back hours at your 9-to-5 job. Okay, well, then you have more free time. You have more time to spend with your family. You have more time to do the things that you want. Like, yes, money doesn't buy happiness, but it allows you the opportunities to live your life like you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just think that it depends on how hungry you are too. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, I paid off my investment in about 2.5 months in full, which I should have been on that Miami trip, but I forgot to fill out the form.
I know, I feel so bad. But you are coming in May, right? Hopefully.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Me and Tyler already had a vacation planned. But there's going to be another one in September that Colton talked about, and will be that one I want to go to.
Yes. I actually already bought tickets for the September one because I was like, you know what? I really enjoyed.
You bought it?
Yeah, I did.
They said not to because that they were going to probably get discounted ones.
So I bought it the day of. So I got like the leadership pack the day of.
Okay. Because they said, Tara and Jess had said not to, because they'll probably be getting a group thing, like again, like they did for this last one. Like a group rate.
Yeah, so I think I bought it before they even said that because they
Yeah.
But whatever. It was literally like I paid less for the 3 tickets that I purchased, and one of them was a VIP. I paid less for those 3 tickets together than what I paid for my 1 ticket this last September for the VIP.
Yeah, I didn't do VIP. So,
but but anyways, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I'm just excited to go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not the end of the world. There's going to be more. So, I mean, there's going to be more.
I know, but like seeing the yacht pictures, like I had FOMO, not going to lie.
Oh, yes. No, I'm talking about in May. There's going to be
yeah.
There's going to be more. I'm like, it's not the end of the world. Like, I'll probably have some FOMO, but no. So how has this, because you switched from nights to days, were you full-time on nights?
So I was not full-time, but so I started a new job in, let's see, it would have been November of 2024. Okay. I started a new job at a new hospital. And there was a pay increase and like whatever. And I was like in this like real funk. And so I started working 24 hours a week there, but it was rotating shifts, 12-hour rotating shifts. I never really knew like when was I going to be day shift? When was I going to be night shift? Yada, yada. And like we had a 3-year-old at the time, and my husband also worked day shift and night shift. And we were just kind of in this boat of like survival mode all the time. Cause I don't know if anybody has worked swing shift before, but then you have 2 people working opposite swing shifts and a child, like chaos, right? So I started this business. I was running this business and doing that at the same time. And then I started doing the Becoming Rich series, the mindset, breaking through money blocks, whatever, right? And like literally as soon as I started that, this straight day shift, only 8 days a month, ER only, like not having to flip between ER and inpatient, just like boop, dropped in my lap. Like I literally got an email that was like, hey, we're offering you this. Do you want it? And I was like, whoa, yes, I want it. So I only work, 8 days a month. It's a block schedule. So like, I know exactly the days that I'm going to work, when I'm going to be there. Like literally is like the best opportunity ever. Yeah.
So if there's 5 weeks in a month, you work 10 days then?
No. So it's the block schedule. Well, hold on. It's 24 hours in a week, but our weeks go Sunday to Saturday. So like this weekend, I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I'm literally off for like a super long time.
Okay.
Like I don't have my phone. Here's my phone.
Yeah.
Pull up my schedule here and I'll just show you.
So I'm assuming since they offered that to you, you didn't have to take a pay cut or anything.
Correct. Nope. No pay cut.
Which is super nice.
Okay. So like, can you guys see? So like the pink is me working. So like when I work a weekend stretch, like then I have like all of these days off, like, you know, like over a week off, 8 days or something in a row. Like,
and where are you working at? Like what town?
So I work in Crookston at
Yep.
Riverview. Yeah.
Yeah, I know where Crookston is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And so like not having to pick up a bunch of shifts and stress myself out even more is really, really nice. Like it allows me to like go to work and enjoy it. Like, yes, I have shitty days, like everybody does, like whatever, but it's not like I'm having to work 6 days in a row and like burn myself out and then like hate my life, right? Because like that was happening. Like I did not like the person that I was after working 5-6 days in a row. Like I wasn't nice to my husband, I wasn't nice to my daughter, I wasn't nice to myself, because like you just hate your life at that point.
Yeah, and I feel like that's not talked about enough in general, like in healthcare, because I've been in healthcare for like 10 plus years. I had my CNA. I actually let it go during COVID. I've always been interested. Like I'm just a needle phobe, so I can't do IVs, blood work, all that. Otherwise, I would go for nursing, like something along those lines. Because my mom always wanted to be a nurse, but she got pregnant with me at 20, and could never fulfill those dreams. So.
Yeah.
But I had got my CNA when I was 19, worked back home for a year, took a year off college, then worked at Bethany, both locations here in Fargo for 3.5 years, every floor, every unit, all the shebang. And then, COVID hit. And then you're having to get nose up the swabs down your throat basically just twice a week.
Yeah.
Yes. Mandatory.
Yeah.
And it just got to be too much. So I stopped working there, and then I just let my license go. But then I've still been, helping with my mom and everything for the past 3.5 years, which is in-home health care. And I still know all the skills. She had a catheter at one point, and I know how to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Medication management, etc. So, but the burnout is fucking real. Like, and in this business, honestly, the best people, I have some nurses on my team, the ones that do the best, they say are healthcare professionals and like servers and bartenders. Because servers and bartenders, we already know how to hustle. Like we know how to hustle for our money. And that it's already a part of sales, even though you don't need to know how to do sales.
Yeah.
And then nurses, because just you're underpaid, overworked, underappreciated, all the things.
Yeah. And you're just like, I want out. Give me a way out. Yeah.
That's like nursing and teaching is like the 2 top careers that people are just like done. They're just like, I'm done. Like they can't do it anymore.
Well, exactly. And like, sure, you can say like, oh, nurses get paid well. Like, yes, the dollar amount per hour, sure. Sounds good, right? If you put it on paper, but if you match it up to what you are actually doing, right? Like what you are actually doing in that, because it's not 12 hours, right? Because I clock in at 6:45 in the morning, okay, and I sometimes don't clock out till 8:45.
Yeah, because you're charting and you're just catching up.
Yep. Because like I can do all the tasks left and right and da, but if you're staying after, it's 99% of the time because you're charting it. Right? Because you're charting everything that you did during that code, right? You're charting everything that you did for that trauma patient. Like the charting, that's like what keeps you after.
And to me, like, I guess I've heard different things. People say one place pays better than the other hospital in town. We know where that is. But I know girls that work just to basically kind of survive, work straight weekends. And how crappy of a lifestyle is that, where you're working just straight weekends? Oh yeah, you have your whole week off, but then you don't have a life when it comes to summertime, when it comes to like, that's
everybody else. Everybody
like,
else is opposite. Yeah, working during the week. And same, like, you get paid more, you get paid better if you are a night shift, right? But also that sucks. Like, it's been scientifically proven that it takes years off of your life working night shift. Trying to flip-flop like back to like a day shift or like just to be functional with your family after working a couple nights in a row is almost impossible. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah, no. I just yeah, I could never ever in my life, you couldn't pay me enough to be a straight weekend person for X amount of money, because just to be able to afford life, essentially.
Well, exactly. And like, the thing with this business, right, is like, you make your own hours. You can decide what time of day you want to take sales calls. You can decide when you want to batch your content, when you want to do paperwork, when you want to whatever. Like, you put it in the time of day that you want to put it, right? It, like, you create your own schedule. And like, the flexibility with that is what makes this so easy for healthcare workers and teachers and anyone with a job to do this, right? Because like, let's say okay, so like sometimes I do this. The calls don't always go well because my brain is dead, but like, I'll get home from a 12-hour shift, right? And I'll do calls for my girl Kenzie at 9 p.m. because like, that's the only time that I have when I work to do a call. But you know what? If I didn't do that, right? Like, then I wouldn't be a good mentor for her, because like, she wants to book these calls and she wants to whatever. And it's like, okay, well, I'll sacrifice 1 hour of my evening, right, to help her and do that. But then now I don't have to do the calls on Saturday, right? Because like, okay, I could do 9 p.m. on Thursday, or I could do 11 a.m. on Saturday. Well, I'd rather spend 11 a.m. on Saturday with my daughter, right? So I'm like sacrificing that 1 hour here to have an hour there. Like, I get to choose it. Someone's not telling me what to do, you know?
And that's the one thing too about this business too, is like, if you help enough people get to where they want to be, you'll eventually get to where you want to be.
Yes, exactly. And like, that is the CEO or the founder of like the actual business of the products, the like owner of the compensation plan, like whatever. That's why he created this business and the compensation plan the way that he did, is to incentivize others to help other people. Like, that is why we have the one-on-one mentorship that we do, because we help you close your first $75,000 in sales. Direct one-on-one mentorship, right? Like, Madison's team, like, they will get on a call with her. She helps coach them through the sales calls so they can learn. I do the same. Like, when we first started, our direct mentors were running our calls, right? We sat back with our notepad and we were learning on those calls, right? Like, that's how you learn here in this business. And it is just so, it's just so amazing, the mentorship that we have here, and like, the things that we learn and how we learn them. And like, even after that $75,000 in sales, like, after, you paid off your investment, like, was your mentorship just gone? No, we have group chats, we have live calls, we have recorded calls, right? Like, every single day, I bet you, Madison, because I know myself, I'm in contact with my direct mentor. I at least message her probably like once a day, once every other day, to like ask questions, clarify things. Like, there's somebody always there to answer your questions, no matter like what level you're at in the business.
I think that's something briefly before we hop off is, what was we had talked about before getting on, your biggest takeaway from convention, how our team is versus other teams and their mentorship, like how some people don't really even have it.
Well, exactly. And so when we went to California, we were with hundreds of other people from many different teams within our organization. Okay. And like, to learn that they don't have, like, they are paying the same investment that we are to join this business, right? But they don't have the leadership that we have. They don't have one-on-one mentorship. No one is closing their first $75,000 in sales. They join the business and they're like, yeah, I'll hop on one call with you and like show you how to run it and then like sayonara. No one is teaching them how to properly do their paperwork so that they get paid appropriately. They are missing out on hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars per sale, because no one taught them the correct way to do their paperwork. And that is why there are so many people out there saying, this business is a scam. I've heard of it. It's a scam. I joined with so-and-so and it's a scam. No, you didn't have the proper leadership. You didn't. Like, that is where that's coming from. Like, I literally, like, both Madison and I have talked with people who have been in the business for multiple years, and we've been in it around a year. And those people were like mind blown. They're like, wait, what? You're stacking how? You're making what kind of commission? You're what? And it's like, I cannot believe that they just don't have that. And so we are so lucky and we're so fortunate. And that is like why we are talking about it so much, is like, if you want to make money online, like, this is the team to do it with. Like, this is where you're going to
make money online. We're not talking about give me your stars on Facebook and becoming a digital creator, becoming a TikTok influencer. I can't stand that nowadays. Subscribe for the get ready with me's and, you know, nothing personal, nothing that. I'm not doing that. Everybody's on that Facebook thing. We're not, that's not what we're promoting here about making money online.
No. So no, we are, I suppose we haven't even said this, but no, we are high ticket affiliate marketing, right? And so we have real products, real life-changing products, right? And we help put them, one, into people's homes. Two, we help them change their lives financially, right? And like, just to throw this out there, our products last about 30 years, right? I just saw a video the other day of a machine that was 50 years old.
Yeah, still running. Take care of it.
Yes. Like, so you're investing not only into yourself, but into a product that's going to last. Like, insane. Absolutely.
Yeah, no. All right. Well,
yes. So it has been a long time. 40 minutes went by way too fast. So thank you, Madison, for hopping on here. If anyone is interested, reach out to Madison, reach out to myself, right? We're going to have you hop on a call with us. We're going to get you over to the masterclass. We're going to answer your questions. Okay. And we're going to help you plan out how this business can work for you and how you can integrate it into your life. Okay. So send us a DM and have a good night, everyone. I never know when it's done. There. Did it end? Oh, now it's ending.